All right, everyone, I thought we'd put one Is This You reading. Haven't pulled one in a while. Oh, they're always a pain in my ass a little bit. There's always somebody gets upset, gets triggered or something like that. It's the story of my life. I've been triggering people like a Gatling gun since I was 10, probably younger. But it's all right. I'm a glutton. You know, that's fine. At the end of the day, I'm just playing. Anyway, it's fine. But pay attention to the legal disclaimers for these readings. Make your own fucking decisions. I'm just a talking hand on a fucking video. Okay? That's it. Do what you want to do. But that hand's been around, let me tell you. Very interesting. I got a message for somebody here. It's a reading. I get a profile of somebody here in the pre-shuffle and I pull on it. Is this you? In this case, I hope it is. But it's very interesting to me, anyway, how the pre-shuffle came out, the surface energy. Because you'd almost think that the universe would give it to you the other way, backwards. But it gives it to you this way for a reason. And I want you to pay attention. Because that reason, I'm going to say it loud and clear here, and my voice should be in all caps here. Okay? Hermit, crossed by the Two of Wands, and Temperance, right? And the Fool. You are extremely, listen to me, extremely protected by the energies around you. Unreal. You might be somebody who's had last minute saves on things. That happens a lot. But either way, you are, that happens to me all the time. I got a lot of this energy around me. Archangel Michael, he's great protecting energy. It's a terrific set of if you got the right mix of frequencies of energy of this, whew. But I'll tell you what, you're very protected. But the energy, we'll call it the universe, we'll put the hocus pocus on it. The universe, God, source, the universe itself doesn't think that you take enough chances. It thinks that you shoot it down. You're not sure of this. You're not confident enough in this protection. It wants you to be more confident. It thinks that Nine of Swords, that you shoot it down a little bit. There's things that you're missing. You're missing opportunities for great justice, happiness, great love, Two of Cups. And you end up, this is where I think it should have gone the other way, you end up with the cup empty, right? And an empty cup, my Queen of Cups, the most love I could pull sitting in the desert. And how do I know that? Because this is a Four of Cups and, you know, missed opportunities. There are a lot of missed opportunities around you. The universe could have started with that. Could have been, there's missed opportunities, but you're protected. You should try more, right? You should take more chances in love. It didn't put it that way because apparently for whoever this reading, the primary, this might be for a lot of people, but for the primary few people that this reading is for, you really need to know that you are protected because you don't believe it enough. You spend a lot of time like this, okay? Up all night. Wearing too much to bed, by the way. If you're going to come here, you need to wear less than that to bed. All right, I don't care. It's a rule. But either way, so that's why it gave it to you like this, putting this as the heading. The headline is you're protected, not that you're missing opportunities. Anyway, you're missing a lot of opportunities. And there's probably opportunities coming, which is probably why you're getting this. Believe it. That is powerful. You can make, when you make plans, right? You're surrounded by a hermit and a fucking angel, an Archangel Michael. These are huge, and you put these together, these are huge energies. That Fool right there, it's unreal. You can take leaps of faith. You could jump off that cliff. You'll be fine. Now, again, I'm referring to love. And I have to say, again, I'm not telling you to jump off cliffs. I'm not saying you're protected so you could drive your 500 horsepower Charger 150 miles an hour in a 30 zone. I'm not saying any of that. I'm talking about taking chances in love. It's Steve's Love Tarot, not Steve's How to Get Out of a Speeding Ticket Tarot. Okay? So, let's be very clear about that. All right, let's go. This is matters of the heart. And it came up that way in the reading. Those are all cups, right? You know, Two of Cups was there. The love was there all over the place. And the Four of Cups, that missing opportunity is there. Let's pull on it. Let's see what the universe wants to tell you here. Let's see what the reading wants to say. Let's pull this damn star off the table that's been driving me crazy. All right, there we go. 3 cards. And a crossing card. Maybe I'll do 4. I don't know. I might do this 4 in this case. I'll see where it takes me. All right, let's go. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Chair, you're here for a reason. All right. This reading is timeless. There's a whole playlist of these. It's timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. And I add one more thing to my opening on an Is This You reading, and this is from experience. I'm in my 5th year here on YouTube. This is from experience. I don't want to hear any shit. If I trigger you, deal with it. All right? This reading shouldn't trigger you. Unless, I mean, you might get triggered by the fact that I take plenty of chances, Steve. Well, there's a chance the reading's not for you. Okay? So calm the fuck down. There's a chance it's not for you. Or you need to ask yourself why you're getting so defensive about that. Maybe you know damn well you don't take those chances. Not as many as you could have. All right? Why not put it out there? Why not take a chance? Stop worrying about outcomes. You know? I tell you, I gave some advice to my neighbor's teenage kids. Now he fucking dating like a maniac. I'll tell you what. Afraid to ask girls out. What you afraid of? You know? What the hell? You didn't have them in the first place. So if they say no, it's even. You know? As long as you don't care about the outcome, you're Joe Cool. Or Jane Cool. All right, let's go. Let's see where we go here. We'll see what these chances are about. Oh, shit. All right, the soulmate cycle. If this reading's for you, it's called Is This You with question marks for a reason. This reading could just as well be for one person. Everybody matters. We need to start getting that straight in society. Let me tell you, I'm getting a little pissed off. People are fucking getting really fucking selfish. But whatever. At the end of the day, everybody's connected. Everybody matters. You hurt one person, you hurt everybody. All right? At the end of the day here, everything is connected. You cut down one tree, you hurt a whole forest. It is what it is. You know, it's just the nature of energy. Everything is energy and everything is connected. Whoever this is for, you're part of the soulmate cycle. The soulmate cycle is about to fucking take off like a rocket. Okay? It is about to fucking go crazy town for you. Not for everybody, for you. If this reading is for you, it's about to go faster. Things are about to move a lot quicker. Opportunities are about to come in a lot faster for you. You're going to have less time to dilly-dally around. I don't know if I'm going to be interested or not. I don't know if I should. Maybe I should watch a Steve Love show, but they're an hour long. I don't know if I have time. I'm going to need to make a decision. Make a fucking decision. If you like it, if it feels good, go for it. Okay? If you want to ask the person out, ask them out. Don't give yourself time to talk yourself out of it. That's why the pre-shuffle came up the way it did. You are protected. That's why that came up first. Know that first. All right? Think of it. Think of it as having somebody with you. You want me there to hold your hand? You know, I'll hold your hand. I'll walk up there with you. Okay. That's fine. You're going to look stupid at the end of it. Why'd you have to bring, this guy? My confidence builder. You don't need a confidence builder. You got Archangel Michael and a hermit behind you. Nobody gonna fuck with you, right? You're very protected. You think of it's like Obi-Wan Kenobi coming with you. You're fine, Let's not forget, he let Darth Vader win. Okay, he just laid it down, made sure Luke was watching, and said, "Hey, slice me down, motherfucker." He did not lose. He let him win. All right, here we go. Underneath that is a tower. Things about to go very... Look, I just wanted to see if I was right. Because if this was a wimpy card, then this whole fucking reading is wrong. Look at this shit. Things about to get very real for whoever this is for. Very, 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 very fucking real. All right? Things are going to come at you fast. Opportunities. Know that you're protected or you're going to miss out on some serious shit. Shit that's represented by Justice, 2 of Cups. You don't want to end up on that 4 of Cups card, do you? Because of the 9 of Swords where you're up all night. Well... Pay attention to that pre-shuffle. Very important. And the order of it is extremely important. Okay. That and that are crossing the center card I'm going to pull. I think I am just going to do 3 here. That's what my gut is telling me. I'll listen to my gut. All right. Queen of Swords. 8 of Cups. Son of a bitch. And what's red with that? And the Wheel of Fortune. All right. You're going to get some chances. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is fun. I like this. Yup. It's really weird. Why? I said earlier, everything is energy, everything is connected. So for some reason, something you do here, something you go for that you wouldn't normally... I'm just a sideline. I just want to say this. Okay? Something you go for that you wouldn't normally go for affects a lot more people than you think. It changes the lives of somebody. Okay? I don't know, many somebodies. I don't know why. It just seems to play that way. It might tie to what I talked about, that important connection in a recent reading with me. It could be that. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's showing up here. Coming in hot, coming in fast is something you would normally be very afraid of. You would be very afraid. You'd be like, I ain't going anywhere near that shit. I'm going to stay in my comfort zone. You're being asked to leave your comfort zone. Okay? And the reward for it is this. Right? The penalty for it is this. It might hurt a little. You might have to face some cold, hard truths. You might get to learn something. You might get corrected on something. Maybe a lot of times we make assumptions. This could be, for example, let's say it's a cultural thing. It's somebody approaches you. You just, you like this person. They like you. It's somebody who's completely different culture than you. But you got some assumptions about their culture, right? We do that all the time. It doesn't make you a racist. Don't worry about it. You've got some stereotypical assumptions about their culture. That might, the downside is you may find out some truths that you're wrong, and you may find them out in a rather embarrassing way sometimes. Oh, I thought you people all rode donkeys. I had no idea. Okay, I'm sorry. You show up at their house with a donkey. What are you doing here with a donkey? It's like, it's something like that. It's just some cold, hard truths. But something coming at you that whatever it is, all right, something, it doesn't have to be that. I'm sure you're not showing up anywhere with donkeys, but something's coming at you that you would normally go, oh, hell no. And it's coming in fast. And it's more than one thing. Look at this, 7 of Pentacles. It's your time here. And it's coming in hot. There it is, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Let's clarify with the little lights, or the little animal deck. Randomly at the bottom is the 10 of Wands. You don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally. With this kind of speed, with this kind of fast energy, think about it. If you don't want to think about it in terms of the Chariot, think about the Tower. What if you were standing right under there? Right? Everything's fine. It's a beautiful day. You're standing there. All of a sudden, this fucker's coming down. You don't have time to continue to stand there. Well, I'm not done looking at the view yet. Well, it moves very fast. There's a very fast-moving energy coming. You're very protected. Now, you have a hard time believing it. It is this you reading. For some of you, you're like, great, this is terrific. Well, this reading may only partially be for you. This is somebody who's protected, very protected, and they don't want to believe it for some reason. The 9 of Swords is usually bullshit. That showed up in the pre-shuffle underneath all that protection. There you are, up all night, worried about stupid shit. If you are a protected person, you really don't have to. I know we often do. We often do. We worry about stupid shit. But for some reason, because of the nature of what's coming at you, you're going to need to believe that you're protected. You're really going to need to believe it. So I'm asking you, the energy is asking you, make your own decision, do what you want, I'm just a talking hand, but I'm asking you to put down those 9 swords. Get some rest. Relax. A little bit. All right. Wow. Let's pull on the 8 of Cups. Let's do it. Let's clarify. I love these readings. We're going to trigger people like crazy. What's he trying to say? Oh, I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just reading the energy. All right? I'm not a chicken. Okay. All right. Hey, I know. I get it all the time. I'm 220 pounds, 6'3", Steve. Okay. Well, 220 pounds, 6'3", man, piss themselves all the time. All right, here we go. Don't you worry about it. Everybody a big baby. Well, flying on the floor. Here we go. Coming in hot, kids. It's the Knight of Wands. Flew out of the deck. It's the fucking King of Pentacles, and the bridging energy is, there's the 7 of Pentacles again. Where did we see that? It's here. It's here. There it is. 7 Pentacles. It's really your time to shine. I got the star crossing the whole thing. The universe is giving you a gift. It's afraid you're going to reject it. Okay? It's giving you a gift. But it's afraid, I'm just going to say it because I want to trigger people in this reading anyway. I'm exaggerating. Okay, keep that in mind. I hope the fuck I am anyway. It's giving you a gift, but it's afraid, the universe is giving you a gift, but it's afraid that you're too much of a chicken shit to accept it. All right? That 9 of Swords, worried about bullshit. Oh, but what if? Oh gosh, but what happens if whatever? Who gives a fuck? what happens? You need to take the sometimes you gotta say what the fuck attitude, because shit's about to come at you fast. And these are good opportunities. These are opportunities that end in justice and the Two of Cups. If you don't take some of them, they end in Four Cups. Some of them you'll be glad you didn't take. I'm not saying accept everything that comes at you. I'm saying don't find stupid reasons not to do it. You're protected. You can, in some capacity, say yes to everything in this energy. You know, it is. If you, it's funny how the universe works a lot the way the entertainment industry works. In the entertainment industry, the rule is you say yes to everything, because if you say no, they stop calling. Right? I mean, it drove John Candy crazy. It almost, you know, he was saying yes to all sorts of shit he should have been resting. You know, ended up probably contributing to his early death. He was so worried if he said no, they'd stop calling. Well, at the end of the day here, it's kind of a good rule. You say yes to everything, you can sort it out on the back end. You at least let them know you're open to stuff, and then if you find out later, you know, you got to run down the street naked, pissing, you know, you're like, well, I'm not into that. I'm not doing that. You know, you could back out after that. But the universe works much the same way. It'll stop. It's sending you stuff. But this is almost a warning that it's going to stop sending you stuff if you keep saying no. Okay? It's the same thing. I know, and I'm just trying to let you know, at least lighten up a little bit. Chill out. You're protected. That's why it opened that way. You're protected. All right? I want you to keep that in mind. It's extremely important. You could take a few chances. Boys this age, Page of Wands, very brave, right? It's always, I love the one in The Witches. It's that little kid looking for frogs out in the woods and stuff. He's got the stick. He's got his little bag with him and all that kind of stuff. The kids will do anything. They'll jump ravines just to whatever, you know. It's the kid that shows up after summer vacation with a big cast on. So what? You know? Anyway, this is an energy where in some capacity you could say yes to everything and then sort it out later on the back end. So don't be afraid, okay, of this. You are protected. Now, Queen of Swords. This is sort of the good ending. This is the good stuff. This is life-changing shit, right? It's beautiful. You get it all here. You can. You could really change your life here. The Wheel of Fortune's a great card. It changes your life, right? Think about people that went on the Wheel of Fortune and won a whole bunch of money. That's life-changing money in some cases, you know. I mean, you know, for some people, there's probably some super rich people watching go, oh, I have 50 grand, that's peanuts. But if you only make 50 grand a year and you win 50 grand, you're a year ahead of yourself. That's life-changing money for you, right? Then you could get the Cheerios, the real Cheerios, not Chippy-O's or some shit store brand, right? All right. Queen of Swords, why is it here? Queen of Swords, tell me about it. What do we get? Come on now. Tell me about the downside. I tell you what, it just keeps coming up this way. It's crossed by the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords crossed by the Queen of Swords. It's the snowy owl this time. I'm getting the chill here. I am getting a bit of a chill. It's a snowy owl. What's on top? The Emperor. Yeah. Why is that here? Six of Swords. It's a bit of a it's a tip. I think the universe being cheeky here. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Incoming information, Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. You're not going to be able to avoid it. So it's just a tip for you. Just let any kind of truth you get from stepping outside your comfort zone. Whatever you learn about yourself, don't be disappointed in yourself if you learn something that might cause that. Okay? Don't ever be that way. Take the lesson and grow from it. Ain't got time to be disappointed in yourself. That's stupid. But again, just sort of, you know, take it as it comes, right? Roll with it. That's basically what it's saying here, all right? Especially with a double Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords crossing Queen of Swords. What's the bridging energy? The Two of Swords. Yeah, don't jam yourself up. Don't bog yourself down. And look, I got the two cards. This is important. This might be happening during the new moon. I said this in a reading with me the other day, didn't I? That these are the only two cards in the animal deck with this eclipse/new moon type energy here. Yeah, they're both here. Wow. Okay. Just be open to new information. Be open to new things. And how? Get out of that Nine Swords and know that you're very protected. Things are coming at you fast. I get it. Say yes to everything. Sort it out on the back end. Okay, say yes to everything within reason. You could say no to some things up front, but within reason, you say yes to everything. Be open to new things, new experiences coming your way. Because what's happening here is whoever this reading is for is not open to these new experiences. The universe keeps sending you new experiences, and then you keep saying, fuck that. I'm going to stay where it's safe. Or you get in 9 swords and you put so much anxiety in the new experience or the new person or the new situation that you ruin it. It's going to stop sending it to you. If you say no too many times, they stop calling. And in this case, that's what's going on here. That's the similarity. The entertainment industry and the energy, it really is. It's just how energy works. But it applies everywhere. Even if somebody's trying to get you for a job in an office somewhere and they call you and you say no, right? But they might try a few more times. They might try and sweeten the pot. But after a couple of tries, they're just going to stop calling, aren't they? Right? Same thing. You just got to catch my drift. That's all. Okay? Here we go. Wheel of Fortune. Anyway. Here we go. Why's the wheel here? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Besides, I pick up from somebody here a lot of stress. That 9 of Swords had a lot of stress on it. Don't stress about stuff so much either. You're I'm going to say it again. You're very protected. Chill. All right. Let's shuffle on the Wheel of Fortune. We'll get out of here. It's crossed by the Magician. Do you even need me? The result is, the result for pushing past your comfort zone, rolling with the fact that you didn't know everything or as much as you thought you did, right? Or realizing that you had nothing to be afraid of, and it's a cold, hard truth, and not, and again, not being disappointed in yourself and letting that jam up, because the average person would find out they were wrong about everything, and they would be disappointed, and it would jam them up. And then they wouldn't take advantage of opportunities, and they'd all stop coming. It all falls and caves in on itself. The end result for you, putting the 9 swords down, realizing you're protected, saying yes to everything. Well, if you're an actor, it's your fucking dream role with the goddamn Wheel of Fortune crossed by the Magician, right? Because they wouldn't have called if you kept saying no, right? But it's the same thing energetically here. Your result is some sort of living a dream in a way, very transformative energy, some kind of good karma. I'm drawn to the karma here, which I find always in this card, in this hole. Good karma coming your way. What's on top? The 10 of Wands, 10s of the end and dead end that lead to a new beginning. Why is this here? Because it's time. It's time for this dam to break. It's time to turn. The wheel turns everything. Your stress goes away. It makes you feel good. It's good karma. I'll tell you what, it's good karma. Why is this here? 8 of Swords. Again, the wheel's turning all this stuff. The wheel is turning all of this stuff. All of it. The 8 swords getting all up in your head. The 10 wands, the karma, and proof of it. Bookending. The bridging energy here, which would be the bookend read with the Wheel of Fortune, right? Is the Ace of Cups. It's a whole new, living a whole new experience. Normally you live this, you're worried about this, oh, this is outside my comfort zone, I don't want it. You get in your head, this is fear, right? The reward is Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. It's a beautiful energy. And you know what? I just want to, because it wanted to come out with it, I just have to. It's the Chariot. It's where we end where we started, And it's all, but basically, if I'm to sum up the story here, and it's all because of that. Because that started coming at you, and because that's crossing that, and you decided to go for something for once. You decided to change that. All right? It is what it is. Whoever this reading is for, I can tell you from the energy, because I know this energy well, I myself am a very protected person. So I understand how this feels, and I get it. I get it. My friends call it Steve's luck sometimes, but it's not. It's a combination of me flowing with the energy and saying yes to everything within reason. What do I mean by within reason? Well, in as an actor analogy, right? Let's say you say yes to everything. You wouldn't say yes right off the top if somebody called you. All the actresses get called to be in Playboy, for example, or something like that. Most of them say no right off the top. It's not something you just, yes. I say yes to everything and then deal with it. You know if you want to do that or not. You know, that kind of a thing. It's a bit of that. Use some common sense here. But Steve's luck comes from a combination of me flowing with the energy, saying yes to everything within reason, and a little bit of protection. There's a lot of energy that's protecting, probably because there's some sort of destiny to fulfill. There's something I'm supposed to be doing. Whoever this reading is for, there's something you're supposed to be doing further down the road, and that came out at the beginning of this reading when I threw these cards. There's something you're supposed to be doing. You need to start saying yes to some of these things. You need to move outside your comfort zone emotionally a little bit. It's okay, you know. It's okay. You can't live your life cowering in fear in the corner. And that might be a bit extreme. I'm sure you're not doing that. But sometimes I got to be extreme so people catch my drift. All right? That's all I'm saying. That's your reading here. That's what it is. Shit's going to start coming at you. You'll see it. If this reading's for you, you'll get opportunities. All of a sudden, oh my God, outside your comfort zone. You'll meet new people. You'll go out with a friend, and they'll have a friend. Oh, this is my friend, blah, blah, blah. You know, you'll feel these feelings, but you'll be afraid. You'll just look down. You won't make eye contact. You just drink your little drink. No. Stand tall. You got Archangel Michael and a hermit with you. You're walking around with Obi-Wan Kenobi behind you and some giant with a sword. I mean, my God. You can say whatever you want. Do whatever you want, okay? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. All right? Good luck.